Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Dark Souls Episode 2. Today, we are going to be doing some suicide runs at the very beginning of the game here, just to sort of get ourselves some nifty little items to start the game off with. Some items that it's pretty much in our best interest to go grab now, as opposed to later. Because if we grab them now, there's just no stakes. It's the beginning of the game. We don't have any humanity. We don't really have any souls to lose after we pump this level up in our veins. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to go to a couple of areas that we're not supposed to go to just yet, like progress-wise. And we're just going to run on through, we're going to grab some items, and we're going to die. And we're going to be sent back to Firelink Shrine, and then we're going to do it again. How many areas are we going to? For now, I'm thinking maybe two and a half maybe, depending on if you count one of them as an area. But first, let's get a level up in us. I think we have 3. We've got 3. Let's get strength up a little bit of weapon damage. Stamina, of course. Stamina's very good. And 1 into health. There we go, looks good to me. This early in the game, it's kind of okay for me to be a little bit willy-nilly with my level ups, although I do need to be kind of smart with things. Also, before we commence these suicide runs, we are going to explore the rest of Firelink Shrine, so let's talk to this guy.
Well, what do we have here?
Also, this guy's kind of a dick, so there's that.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Oh, of course he's a Dark Souls character, so he's got to give you that little sinister laugh. Basically, that guy just gives you some pretty vague directions as to which way you're supposed to go. And the way this game starts, there's actually a couple of different ways you can go. You can go this way, you can go up that way, or you can go that way, which is actually the way that you're supposed to go. But before we do any of that, we got one more dude to talk to. And I think we got another item to track down. I think. Yeah, we got here. Fire bombs! I don't know if I'm going to use those or not. I've definitely done playthroughs of this game where I did not use the fire bombs. So, I guess we'll have to see. See if I remember they even exist.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Oh, can do, buddy. Can do. You like this distance I'm retaining?
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Yeah, I just got like a bonus Estus flask too, and a copper coin. Okay, I just like waved at him on accident. That must have been the dual shock triggering.
Here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yep.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
You got it, pal. So there's really no downside to joining this covenant early on in the game. And I do, in fact, want this guy to sell me miracles at some point. Not yet, but eventually, I'm going to want some miracles.
And your faith.
Alright, so let's see what this guy's got. He sells these things. Great Heal Excerpt. Pretty sure pretty much all these scale off of faith. Yeah, I don't really think there are any exceptions to that. And then the Talisman, I believe, scales off of intelligence? I think. I am not exactly 100% on that, though. So this guy, what we're going to buy from him at the very least is going to be this. Just the regular old heal. It's not super good, but I like to get it just to kind of keep my health going and save some Estus flasks along the journey. So, I'm going to run up here real quick and grab an item. And then we're going to commence Suicide Run Part 1. Which is going to involve... Holy shit, where am I? I was like, what? Please don't tell me I'm like phased and stuck in a wall or something. What does this say? Oh, it's just a tutorial message. I wonder if there are any player messages chilling around here. So if you come down over here, there's another NPC. She doesn't talk yet. There's a way to make her talk later, but I don't know if I'm gonna end up going that route when I play the game, because she ends up dying, and then you have to like bring her back in order for that to happen, and it really just doesn't matter to me. Yeah, she doesn't talk. However, she's the Firekeeper. You can give her Estus, or not Estus. You can give her Firekeeper souls, and then she will upgrade your Estus flask. So that way you get more health per swig. More health per swig, you know? A little bit more health for your chug. So we've actually got 2 suicide runs to do down in this area. The first one is going to take us this way. And we're going to be using that master key that we selected at the very start of the game. If you didn't pick the master key, you know, you're kind of SOL. I honestly don't remember what key opens that door. I don't remember where it is. I don't remember what it's called. That's why I kind of like to just use the master key. It is by far the most helpful gift that you can pick in the game. I also don't have a bow. I don't know why I tried to like switch to a bow. I'm used to having a bow like ready in my right weapon slot. Alright, so this big dingle Kringus is gonna get up and fuck me in the booty. I'll pick up that shield, we'll pick this up, and then we're dead. Bam! There's another item over there, but it's okay, we'll get it later. I don't remember what that item is, but I know that we do in fact get it later in the game. Once we're powerful enough to kill this undead dragon. But for now, we take a voluntary death. And now we take another voluntary death. And this one is also kind of hit or miss. I've actually, I've done this and I've managed to survive. But we'll see. But basically the suicide run that I just did was specifically to get Astora's straight sword. And why? Because that item is going to help us out in an area later in the game. No spoilers just yet, but there's a part of the game later on where I like to upgrade Astora's straight sword and then bust it out. Like a little forbidden maneuver, you know? My Astora's straight sword trap card. For those of you who have played the game before, you probably already know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who are just watching for, you know, entertainment, you're just watching because you're maybe interested in the game, or you just want to watch someone play some fucking Dark Souls, maybe you're just a sadist, and you like watching hard games kick people's asses. But, you know, for the people that are watching for those reasons, I would rather not spoil certain things that are coming. Because when I played this game blind, I would have been pretty sad if certain things would have been spoiled for me early on. It's definitely one of those games where you like to kind of roll up on stuff blind for your first time. It's kind of a good thing when stuff catches you off guard in Dark Souls. Makes the game more unique, you know? So be very careful here, because you can fall off. There's a little like balance beam that you have to stay on. Excuse me, ghosts. Ghost. Ghost. Toast. That's right. That's right. We making SpongeBob references out here. Actually, it looks like I might get out of here alive. It looks like maybe that wasn't a suicide run. Usually I get killed doing that. But, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get killed anyway. Why? Because this way we get teleported right back up to the bonfire. It's just shorter. It's going to take less time. We have 0 souls anyway. And now we have like one more suicide run. I would say this one is probably the least necessary. I need to go down here and give this firekeeper the firekeeper soul. And then right off the bat, we will have a +1 Estus Flask. How about that shit, baby? Bam, +1. Ugh, and a burp. So now, we're going to commence our final suicide run. And like I said, this one is pretty much the least important of all of them in terms of like the items that we end up getting. But they are items nonetheless. And I would like to show people how to get them. Even though, I mean, it's not really hard to get them. It's not necessarily impressive what I'm doing here. I'm still gonna die, more than likely. Alright, we got some treasure. What's in the treasure chest? We got some cracked red eye orbs. What's in this treasure chest? We get a morning star and a talisman. The morning star is not bad. I believe it does like 2 more damage than the long sword that I'm currently using. The thing about the morning star is that it is like really, really slow. The attack speed is just garbage. Alright, so all these skeleton men are going to come to life. We're going to grab all these souls and all these items. We're going to kind of banana split this way. As they sort of do like a little Star Wars droideka like cart wheel thing. Like wheeling over towards me. There's the Zweihander. I'm not going to get that item down there because it sucks. I know for a fact that item sucks. Winged spear. The winged spear is pretty good from what I can remember. I might use the winged spear. Thing about the winged spear is I think it has like a kind of a stringent dexterity requirement in order to wield it. I'll have to check. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure, you know, I probably missed something really, like, minute and stupid. But I think that might... Oh, hey, look, check me out. Check me out, yeah. I'm the man. Look at this shit. Yeah, I'm just standing up on this motherfucking invisible wall. Fuck yeah. And I fell. Alright. And there's a skeleton right there. Okay. I totally lost my train of thought because of that. Great. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure we're done with Firelink Shrine. I think we kind of... like I said, I probably missed something that was, like, really not important. But for the most part, we wrapped up exploring here. Obviously, this is the hub of the game. So we're going to be doubling back here quite a freaking bit. Also, the thing about Dark Souls 1, as opposed to like every other Souls game, is that you do not start out with fast travel, or the ability to like warp between bonfires, which is kind of poopy. You do eventually unlock the ability. You have to go to Anor Londo and obtain an item and all that, but until then, you are literally on foot for all of Dark Souls. Which I don't know, if you've never played Dark Souls 1, that's just how it is, baby. So I think that's gonna wrap up episode 2 of just sort of running around Firelink, doing suicide runs and all that crap. So when we come back next time, I think we're finally ready to start the game in earnest. We're gonna go up through that whole area over there, good old Undead Burg, kill a bunch of enemies, slay some bosses, slay some pussy, all sorts of fun shit in the land of Dark Souls. So hopefully you guys will stick around for that. Hopefully you're enjoying kind of what little has gone up thus far of the game, and I look forward to playing through the rest of it. So hell yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.